Hello, everyone. Very good to see you on this, the most special of nights. For tonight is the Théâtre de Phénix Season 1 finale. Huzzah! It's a very exciting time. A very exciting time. Obviously, every storyline is going to wrap up in a coherent and not at all insane way. So, we are at the final trial segment of Case 5, Rise from the Ashes. I can't give you a full rundown of what's happened. It's been a long couple of weeks. But what I can tell you is Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye was accused of murdering a detective called Bruce Goodman. It turned out that Lana Skye might not be responsible, and it might have something to do with the Chief of Police, Damon Gant, who is denying all of this. And more importantly, Lana keeps trying to stop the trial and confess and fire Phénix as her attorney. She wants to be declared guilty. But why? Who is she protecting? And might it have something to do with her little sister, Emma Skye? Many, many mysteries. But enough of me explaining things. You want to get to that courtroom for that hot legal action. So here it is. It is the final part, Season 1 finale, La Théâtre de Phénix, Rise from the Ashes. Enjoy, everyone. February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Courtroom number 9, everybody!
I love this one.
I love courtroom number 9.
I love courtroom 9.
Yeah, did you bring the chips this time?
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand?
Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But, Mr. Edward, you already know everything. You know all that I've done the past 2 years.
Don't try to make your voice deeper than mine. My voice is the deepest. I have the deepest voice.
But I've got that top energy.
Oh, that's true.
Please provide the court your testimony. Stop buggering on about your voice, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth.
Of course. The truth.
Lana! No matter what happens, I'll always be your sister!
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Kent.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only
yeah,
chance
great.
we have to get Gant.
You're the only I worked alongside Gant for years. There is no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. It had nothing to do with Emma. It's not about you, Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Of course I'm sure.
But Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Ray, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
What if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks super stiffly like that, she's hiding something deep inside, okay?
Speaking stiffly.
Real stiff.
Right.
Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Aren't we all? Yeah. This is no time to start second guessing myself.
To defence may now begin its cross-examination after that really thorough first bit.
Hey, hold it! Slam, you say you did this all by yourself.
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? My voice is lower.
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. My voice will get lower. The broken Prosecutor Award's knife was stuck in the victim's body.
That's not a... Nope. I've stopped myself before I did anything, and I'm just going to let myself out.
Every week, Paul.
Get out, Hogan.
What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
Speak up. We can't hear you when you've turned your back on everyone.
Wait, what? What? I can't see you.
Either that or it's a very long fringe.
The reality is, it is a very long fringe, but it also wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this thing.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
Vagueness, always acceptable in a courtroom. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. No, Paul! Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It probably was, knocked away in the struggle or something like that.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All of this just to protect me.
So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes. I broke off the tip, of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, oh dear, and then moved the body.
Phrasing!
Yup.
Hold it. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the... Wow!
And then you moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You, of all people, should know. Edgelord, wait, what?
How dare you?
You've always had a good head on your shoulder.
That's
He
right.
has.
And I use conditioner as well.
My head isn't that bad. But maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others. Everyone, is my head all... Oh, hang on. Why did you move the body? That's what I'll ask. Oh, Christ. At least my fringe isn't a big capital M. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk, the opposite of Chief Gant's desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple. Simple, you'll have to wait.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Ms. Guy moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that were shattered during the event threatened my plan.
Right, let's give her a present. Objection! Point. Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. Honestly, I've moved bodies before. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life, Subtle Slam, will have been useless. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention point a significant contradiction within your testimony.
A contradiction in my testimony?
Thanks, Gary, for the contradiction, Synth.
No worries, mate. I'm here for you. Ride or die.
Lovely. You testified in this piece of paper I'm slapping here, and I quote, the pieces of the jar that, I can't do impressions, the pieces of the jar that shattered during the event threatened my plan.
That's right.
You have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes. The prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Nod. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. Indeed. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, Slam, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Bigger Slam. He couldn't have written Emma's name on the shattered jar.
Oh my god, he's got a banter rate.
Unbelievable. She's got
I
a
love
fucking
his
stone to abuse.
Order.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are. And I don't mean the serial killer Joe Dark. I'm bad at humor. No.
No, Edgeworth.
I don't need that, man. It's like a 4 out of 10 at best.
No, fair play. I just like to support you, you know?
About the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were so large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away this message in blood?
Well, I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
That wasn't really the question, was it?
Wait, she didn't think Dark was the real murderer, I think. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Fuck.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination after that entirely clear passage of testimony.
Notice. Nope, we did that, and we're gonna keep going.
What present shall I give,
Give
her?
her-
Objection!
Give her something from the bag.
Miss Skye, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
Wait, what?
I believe this jar has a truth which even you were unaware of. Look, we found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
Well, shit. In the chief's safe? Ah!
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece, colon. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified, ... But she held every last piece and wiped the blood off them.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. Slag. On the night that prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Wait,
Christ!
so
I
it
was about to
was
go to the toilet.
Love
but I'm
courtroom
staying.
number 9.
Ellen 9, the drama, I love it.
Couldn't the defendant simply have Mr. Phénix?
Objection, Slam. I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I, once, wasted an entire day looking for my entrance. They were in my mouth all along! Can you believe that?
Have you forgotten, Your Honor?
No, they're in today.
No, when this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way Aname, am I saying that right? Aname could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness!
I hope not imply that this also was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for dark downstairs, which is a break.
Objection! The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 bloody years? Innit? Well, Your Honour, can you answer us that?
No!
Oh god, even the judges
Who
are
gives the long time? I've never done
With the
anything.
judge.
2 years of their life.
Wait! I'm not the one on trial here.
Damon Gant arrived at the scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question, colon. What is this action? How dare you quote Destiny's Child at me? You know I'm a Kelly Rowland stan. What is this action called?
A Kelly Rowland stand, did you say? Anyway, it's called a fabrication.
But why would she get do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
Well, no.
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And here is the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet!
I'm just gonna keep biting my nail. No, I did it on my own.
Please, Sice, stop trying to protect the chief. I'm confused. I don't know did I kill someone? I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Right says, because he's Mr. Wrong.
Zing.
Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Never been more offended.
The he most, apparently.
How lies? Christ, imagine that. Coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
Wait a minute. Gary, turn off the lights, please.
On it.
What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Right?
He's saying the word trap to himself over and over again.
Trap, smack dab, trap. Anna may be right after all.
What do you mean, right?
So, do you tell foul lies then, Mr. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Like I'll definitely meet you at the restaurant at 8:30?
Allow it, Edgeworth. It was daylight savings. Slam, Miss Skye, please testify once more.
Please come up in the spot looking extra fly once more.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall and like taking the life from his body.
Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't. I'm really confused. I won't lie.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah.
This cross-examination may not change a thing. Slam! However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth!
Very well. I'll testify.
Come up in the spot looking extra fly.
What I really saw looking extra fly.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time after perjuring herself thrice so far.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword.
We can't hear you on the left side of the room.
Emma and Dark were playing unconscious on the floor nearby.
What?
When I saw what had happened, I thought she She did it.
I've no fucking idea. Can someone on that side of the room WhatsApp me what she's saying?
That's why I erased all the evidence that linked to her in the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it was all really a fabrication, Emma might be innocent!
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
I do. I have proof. I really do, yeah.
What the actual fuck?
2 years of your lives. 2 years.
2 years.
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
Are you holding out on me, right, you fucking himbo?
No. Look. All right, let's just talk about it. What? Hang on, to me? Don't be silly.
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
That's because they're behind all the dick pics.
Oh, those.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. She sent you a little picture.
Very well, Miss Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Well, Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Well, let's check that evidence again. Open the bag.
Right.
There must be a picture in there somewhere.
Let's take that over.
What did she give you?
Oh, let's have a go over. Oh, evidence law. Let's flip that round.
Oh, Phoenix,
Let's
you won't be able to read.
Move that closer to my face. And further away from my face, let's give it an open up. Oh, look!
That's pretty.
Hey! There's a picture here. Right, just hold that up so everyone can see.
Oh my holy shitting Christ. This
Kids,
is
can you see that at the back?
the actual, can we get the overhead projector, Phoenix? This is
Yeah,
the
we
actual
can.
crime scene. This is disgusting.
And now, children, this is what a courtroom looks like. Oh my god!
No other detectives saw the crime scene like this. Sorry, I had something stuck in my teeth, apparently. That's because I contracted criminal affairs only after I rearranged the scene.
She contracted criminal affairs. That's
That's what I did, yeah.
contagious disease.
Put it back in the bag.
Let's pop that back in. Sorry, kids. I'll fold that up.
Mr. Wright!
Get
That
that
piece
back out.
cut out from his vest. Could that be like a stylistic thing?
It might be, but it could be the cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe.
Oh shit, yeah.
Remember that? What's this?
It's a handprint.
Oh, what a great memory that was.
I'm so glad we relived that. That
Yeah.
cloth had fingerprints on it. Whosoever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints. They're yours, Emma. Yours.
Why are your lips turning purple, Mr. Wright?
I've just been eating these like.
Anyway,
It's
let's
cowpole.
get on with the cross-examination.
I have to have the 3 to 5 year old one because I
So
can't
long
deal
as
with.
you tell, for God's sake, I will. Oof.
Give me the little spoon, Phoenix. Give me
Yeah,
the spoon.
This one.
Stop
Do
it.
you know what? Do you know what? Take this, right? Shoo!
Ah! My head.
Now shut the hell up.
You're going to need more Calpol for that.
Miss Sky, so long as you tell the truth,
Keep some in my evidence bag.
we should... Other shoe!
Ow!
So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. Can I have some Calpol? And
You may.
The defence may now begin its cross-examination.
Open
You what?
wide.
Here's that, and here's a spoon. Always keep a spare.
I've got the one with the syringe usually.
Ah. Hold it.
Come on now, Archie. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
You standing on Lana?
See? Again? Don't.
What? Now you want to make me out to be the bad guy too? Huh? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
Objection. I'll do it.
That's right, you do it, go on.
Keep in mind that I have my running shoes in my sports bag, right? I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What? Huh.
You
Well-
already declined testimony, motherfucker. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
In it.
Woo! You can have
He's got
some
him banked to
Calpol
rights
for
there.
that.
That's right.
Yeah,
You make sounds like you're moving a chest of drawers.
Ooh.
This must be the risk the judge was talking about.
Just sit back, relax, and listen to the sweet, sweet sounds of Chris Rea. This is Radio Edgeworth on Drive Time. Nope, and instead enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
We'd rather have Chris Rea.
Gakak.
Zeus!
So what? You think I'm worried?
Well, you just generated electricity
Judging by the
yourself.
lightning, yeah.
That's just dairy. Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements, suckers.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me, because I wrote it. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
And he can still legally come up in the spot looking extra fly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true, ... Wait. You mean ... You still have some conclusive evidence you didn't give us from the fucking start of this?
No, I don't, but someone does. Someone.
Someone?
So then, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Not right, but right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
It's true, Mr. Wright.
Don't worry, I've already turned the lights off.
Cheers, Gary. If I show that piece of evidence now. Close up, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright. If you have any more evidence, present it now. And try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiry.
Not
Boy.
the Board of Inquiries.
Yeah,
The
boy!
Board of Inquiries.
More Calpol for you, Judge. You earned it.
Oh, shit, what do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Look, should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall. Your Honour, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie, sir.
Chief Gant?
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
Nod. I don't know what you're talking about. Should have taken back that nod.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together, like a project. We worked on it.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture.
Alright, I'll get my face right up against it.
See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
Yes, the vest. It's made from real gorilla chest.
It's the best.
Looks like part of it's been cut off or something.
Okay, kids, I've been told we can go back in the courtroom. Oh, Jesus!
You mean you had this in your safe? Where things are kept safe?
That means you, ... the chief of police, ... concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Fuck the cops! Fuck
Whoa,
all
whoa,
the
whoa.
cops!
I wish I'd bought
Yes, we should
alcohol with me. This is
I've been
ridiculous.
fucking a cop for years.
Impressive. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. That's right. I said gall.
My gallbladder's gone for you, Jesus.
Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer.
He's lost his ability to improvise. He's so nervous.
So I'll tell you what I'll tell you what really happened.
That's the worst riff I've ever done.
What? You mean you would admit to it?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
What a dick.
So you really were manipulating her. Did everyone hear that? That shit's fucked.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, well... But when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted, Miss Sky?
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plan the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. Oh, my emotions. Where's my dashboard confessional CD?
When we rearranged the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. I did this before Lana arrived at the scene.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
Why?
For insurance, of course. Duh.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. I'm nefarious. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe it. Wipe the blood off all the pieces.
No objection, but if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar too?
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Rhino, cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? Give him the cloth.
So you admit it then, Chief Gantz, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's chest in your safe?
Yes, I admit it. I didn't have to do all that being chief and all. I didn't want to have to do all that. I'm the chief. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do I have to say to yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence.
Foolish move, Rhino. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. Cheers, Gary! As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Right, let's get this evidence. Your Honour, I do have evidence to present now.
Right then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Let's find it in my bag.
What do you need from the bag?
Take that! Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of victim's vest?
Oh, yes. At last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
Hmm? You mean ...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Oh my God! Now the conclusive evidence is coming out.
Who wears a
I
leather
dropped my
vest?
starburst
Doesn't work for
again.
anyone.
Hang on.
You were going to say something, Gabs?
Oh my God, he's blacked out.
Oh my God! The police chief's blacked out.
You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What? You're calling me slow on the uptake? That, my
Sorry,
friend,
I
is
just had to
fucking
go.
rich. That is rich like a Gillian chocolate.
Think about it. Rhino had all the time to present this evidence.
Yet he was reluctant.
Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
Sometimes I like to speak in third person.
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Mr. Wright, do you really know? That's so rare for you to know something.
I know, right?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer.
Nod. Slam. Very well. I'll tell you.
Lights.
Gary, Liz, should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person whom these fingerprints belong to are... Take that!
Emma? Emma Sky? The annoying child with the glasses?
What? Me? Wait, what? They're mad? What?
I'm sorry, Emma.
Are you? But why? Why? I don't understand. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh my god.
Oh,
unbelievable.
what a prick that man is.
See, this is why I come to courtroom 9.
You're really something, Rido. You knew this girl did it all along. And you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic? Or true? This girl really did shove Brother Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
The sky.
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, and yet you acted like she really didn't.
Nod. Miss Sky, Slam, it's not over yet.
What? Is that not the epilogue? Are we not done? Oh, okay, cool.
I said this trial isn't over yet.
Well, I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. Suck it. I'll have your badge, boy.
I don't have a badge. Oh.
Yes, you do. All attorneys have a badge.
Do they? No one gave me one.
Yes, you have one in your inventory.
Phoenix, it's in the bag. It's in the fucking bag. I've been carrying
Jesus.
it for weeks.
It feels to be the one who signally said a poor little girl.
Yes?
How it feels to be the one who says when you're a murderer.
Oh, found it. Found the badge. Look, and before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Are you trying to be Columbo?
Oh, and what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
It was me. Stop rubbing it in, Phoenix.
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
Well, it was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
No. I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction?
It's you again.
Slow on the uptake.
Shit, he's just passed out
All
again.
babbling about.
Slam, I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
We've had about
Ah.
17
Oh
twists.
my
Christ,
God.
this
It's
is
not
exciting.
the little girl again. Was it her?
Not
What a
the
roller
moment.
coaster.
I'm sick of this.
Mr. Wright. This piece of blah, 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 blah. What could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. I've only known you for a week, but it's been tyrannical. Behold! The piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth! I've just been working on my magic. Been watching
Did
a lot of David.
Did I kill this guy or not? This is super traumatic.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
Yeah, it is the picture Miss Guy took. Take a good look at it. Gotta pass that up. There you go.
Uh-huh.
See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Where all the blood is?
Uh-huh.
His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all this blood on the vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. I can really picture it.
Piece of cloth. There's no blood on it!
Ah!
Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. Slam, however, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword.
Very dramatic, mate. I'm going to fire up the awesome synth.
Smashing Gary!
No, this is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Sky? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armor's sword?
He's forgetting words.
I really am.
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. Then he broke the jar on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it!
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it?
It's like Rain on your wedding day, isn't it?
Like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife.
Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
No! Oh,
You have a milkshake.
Holy fucking shit.
It's finished.
Ah!
I'll take that milkshake away from you.
Ha! 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 Oh, that was close, Rhino. You almost had me.
What?
Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. Refute them.
What do you mean you refute it?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Oh my god, illegal evidence!
Wait,
Oh,
what was that?
right,
Extra
I've
evidence
dropped my
against
timeout.
now.
Order, you Welsh bastard. What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Udgy? Ha! Earlier, old Rhino here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Rhino? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Are we really flashing back to 10 minutes ago?
I feel it's necessary.
Your Honour, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. It's a simple word, in and at.
Well, that's true. The defense needs you to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
That's not fair.
Welcome to law. Did you actually think you could best me in court? I'm unbestable. It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
Oh my god, it keeps...
Honestly,
Oh,
fuck me.
Christ. Do you want to
Right,
skittle?
is courtroom number 8 like this?
Shut up, boyos. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Hmm? Well, Mr. Wright?
Thanks, Gary. It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, you admit to it. That you purposely and illegally
Certainly. I refuse to present evidence at one point.
Aha! So the evidence is illegal.
Objection. Shake, shake, shake. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
Slam. There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
Oh no, Gant struck down again.
It's slow on the
Oh,
uptake.
Archie, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You
No
can't let him.
objection. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
What do you need from the bag, Phoenix?
I need this book here. This is my proof, Your Honour. Evidence law. And my new words for today.
What's this?
It's a magazine, and I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth, the one I'm holding up here. Very soft cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book/magazine. The second rule of evidence law.
You do not talk about evidence law.
Yeah.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Rule 2. No rule. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial.
And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL-9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Here, kids, I think they won't be showing any scary photos in the courtroom. Oh my god!
Objection, big slam. Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented? When was it?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
Only a few moments ago.
He's right. With a W. At the beginning
Nice.
of today's trial, I don't need your props. I know
No!
I'm awesome. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, mate. Damon fucking Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once
Oh
more.
my god, we're flashing back to 10 minutes ago again.
On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of victim's vest?
Can?
He needs to cool it on the baby bells. It keeps freezing him
Oh,
up.
yes.
I think there's a bit of input lag.
No!
And Godzilla's here. It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Slam! Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be.
Emma.
Me!
Damon fucking Gant. The killer was you. Emma, you're all right.
Yes, yes!
Sedated!
I knew I
EpiPen in the
should have
bag.
gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. 2 years! Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me! Just for murder!
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman.
Yeah, that's right. Right?
Evidence transferred all over the
That's what he said from very far away.
You gotta help me. I've gotten up close now.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. And all of a sudden, he had to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There's too many questions left unanswered.
He told me to open up the evidence room and take it out. And the evidence.
It's not too late. I'll hand this to Marshall. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, good thing I didn't wear my stab-proof vest today.
Well, to be honest, I was a little panicked too. I had a bad feeling about it, but never knew it would come to this. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife.
No! Oh, God!
I couldn't just pull it out.
You would only increase the amount of blood, and you couldn't finish what you started.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out, like, everywhere. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I was wiping it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my mistake.
Detective Gumshoe's bloody handprint.
I used to be known as the crime computer.
Cool name.
But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was just too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car?
I'm sorry. We couldn't think of any other way to move the body. We broke the trunk, but what's the big deal?
That's a vintage car. They don't make them anymore.
You pulled out a lot more than us detectives.
He got you there, Edgeworth. Slam, enough of the Edgeworth bashing. What does this have to do with anything? Look, you're horrible. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all this? Bloody horrible.
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I feel bad for having to do it, but I did it. I couldn't sit around and pick and choose what to take.
Well, you left the jar fragment and gloves.
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. All of them. I gotta hand it to them. They did their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy. What were you doing in court? What are you doing in court? What will you be doing in court?
Me? Just,
yeah.
For God's sake, pick a tense, man.
I'm too tense. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
Are you really doing the "we're not so different, you and I" speech?
I was building up to it. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, David, again. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Archie. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. And Worthy. Ooh. With these two around, you can't go wrong. You see, if I listen carefully, I can hear it right now. The sound of a new beginning.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes.
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning, and he's a bit of a prick. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
Yeah, you're right. It's as if I've been listening to the entire thing all the way through, yeah. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years of your life. 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, seems that all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
Yeah, I kind of think that we should all be going to prison. We've all been holding lots of evidence, which is very illegal. Well, my, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you might just make it to the top. Like my heavy top, yeah. Mm-hmm. God damn, did I just smile? I owe you many thanks, Mr. Wright.
I thought you were trying to wink or something. It was
Holy
quite
shit,
disconcerting.
Never seen that happen.
Wow, Miss Sky.
And you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Get positive feelings? Where's my dashboard confessional CD?
You suffered every bit as my okay. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
And that concludes Confusing Motives.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you, or me. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well. Again, I'm doing the thing with the face. It's so confusing. Well done, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing with your face? It's disconcerting. Stop it. Stop it at once.
Stop it.
Please
Stop
stop
it. I only did my job. Stop complimenting me.
It's halfway between seduction and a dead fish.
In light of this case, ... it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us.
You first, mate.
All right. I'll get this gown off and then we'll go. Miss Sky.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are innocent of murder. However, ...
Never good to start that next sentence with however.
Although the chief blackmailed you, that is still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes later dates.
A spin-off? I'm okay with that. Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Are you smiling?
Again, I really don't know what's happening. I'm so confused. It's been a long time. A really, really long time, Your Honor. Again, a really long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Oh!
From Marley and Marley.
Also very high.
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already.
You're saying that 7 fucking weeks.
Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant not a Sky, ... Not guilty!
No, not guilty!
Come on.
Yeah, get it!
Balls.
Beep, 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 beep.
All the curtains
Not.
court is adjourned.
February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
At long last, it's finally over. I can have a poo.
Where are you going, Phoenix?
Emma.
Why are your flies unbuttoned?
Oh, sorry, I've just pulled that up. Why the long face? I'm sorry, actually, I can understand why you've got a long face. Your sister's going to prison. I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. So, you know, 6
No,
of one.
It's like not it.
All right.
At all. Just now, after the trial ended,
Yeah. Did you fall over?
I bruised my knee.
Wait, I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you.
Stop flashing back to 5 minutes ago.
You.
Replaying those moments in my head.
Oh God, I owe you many thanks, Mr. Right.
So
Again,
wrong.
God, and to you, Mr. Edgeworth, worth.
Good.
You suffered as much as meditated over the past few days. Yep. Mm-hmm. You've done well. Yep. The smile again. Yep.
Yeah, do you remember when she said all that shit?
Yeah, I remember.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Savage. Savage.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I was just gonna pop to the.
Okay, I guess I am. I'll come back.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around while on duty? And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
I thought I killed a man twice today. Okay? I've had a hard day. Are you here because of my sister again?
Nope. Not this time. I came here today because of you, pal.
Me? Shit, what have I done? Did I kill him?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
She's a
Go
15,
big.
mate.
Get out of here.
I'm 15 years old, Phoenix. I'm
Sorry.
an adult now. Lana!
Should you be doing this? I mean, is this legal? Well, look,
It's
she's
very illegal.
still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
We're literally, we are in the lobby outside of the courtroom.
I've got to say, I think everyone deserves to be in prison. Really, everybody here, really. But I do owe you an apology.
Okay. It's okay. Sice, don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago.
What? The one where I killed someone or I didn't kill a man? Did I kill a man?
We're gonna have a flashback, sis. It's okay. It was the first time in my life that I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming.
Make pancakes.
All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Does this look really gay to you, or is it just me?
Don't make it weird. Size.
I asked Gen to help me cover up the truth. And I thought I was doing it for your sake. Wait, no, that's a drink. Hang on, steak. But now I realize that I was wrong.
Okay. Well,
I changed after that day, and I got this really long fringe.
you became stiff.
I had to do. It was the only way that I could make it through the past 2 years.
By stiffening?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So stiff.
So stiff.
I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself because of my said stiffness. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you look at me with those eyes of yours that exist in your face.
I'm so sorry about my eyes. I'll hide them.
I was scared of how you'd react when you knew
But Size, you were only doing it for me. I got these glasses because you hate my fucking eyes.
No, because they're beautiful.
Huh? What?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Size?
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But Size, you don't have to apologize. Well, actually, probably to everyone in that courtroom, but to me, we're good. We're fine. I'm happy now.
You're happy? That's such a confusing thing.
Of course. It's been a roller coaster of a day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, Size.
Oh no.
I always knew that one day you would come back.
Oh God, are we reconnecting?
Yeah. Can you feel it? I'll put my glasses on so you don't have to see my gross eyes.
That's
now
so
you've come
better.
back.
I'm doing that smiling thing again. Emma.
Are you in pain?
Oh God, we're hugging. It's great. Look at that hugging. God, we're so good at that.
Let me put on my yellow tinted sunglasses. No one can change the past.
Paging Final Fantasy.
The only thing we can do is strike to make up for our mistakes.
Sure,
Or
that word
strive.
strike, yeah. Literally the moral you fucked up.
Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, it's the worst I've ever read any sentence. We can find the way back to our path. And once we've found our path, we can move on from our past mistakes towards a brighter future. Take care, kids. And join us for Phénix and CBBS in the autumn. At least that's what I felt, looking at those two sisters' makeup. Right, take the glasses off.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe.
Me?
Yeah, you big oaf. Thank you both for what you've done.
I'm just striking to be better.
I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Nope.
Just backing away.
Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
I'm standing right behind you.
Oh, Christ.
Ugh, jeez.
Stop hiding and coming over there. It's really weird when you do that, Edgeworth. No one, why people don't trust you.
But I got so much angst.
Christ, where was he hiding?
Again, right behind you.
He was inside my trench coat all along.
I just came to say...
Yes?
Congratulations.
I mean, tell your face, Mr. Edgeworth, but thank you.
Tell your face to stop doing that weird thing.
I'm really trying.
No, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, don't
I've never
compliment
seen Phénix this happy.
Right, well, I'll be going now.
No, Miles! Miles.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
Good.
Oh, you're back.
Compliment. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
Yeah. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't change my own mistakes.
You can.
Mr. Edgeworth, what's happening to your face?
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
10 minutes ago.
You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed.
I do despise criminals. I planned to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. Fear. I will become the knight. It's scary, but I've been thinking the same thing for quite some time now.
Edgeworth.
Shh. Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did.
Or Bruce Wayne.
That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Because I don't. Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma. Wow.
Yeah, von Karma.
We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. They all do.
Yeah.
You said, in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. I'll repeat exactly what you just said. That may be right. But think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Yeah.
We had Gary there playing the whole time.
Yeah, that's
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, underline, you were able to present evidence that otherwise could have gone undiscovered.
Hold my hand, Miles.
Don't touch me.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Sorry, I was just distracted. What? Oh, yeah. God, what is this, a pop quiz? Christ.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
Come on, get here in this bag one last time.
Let's have a look. Here you go.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah. It's time for me to go. I have a lot to think about, and I've got an iPod Nano full of Taking Back Sunday to listen to.
And don't forget your audition for Angel in the future.
Of course. I will become David Boreanaz.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, just gonna put my earbuds in.
She
No,
said,
no.
Don't let it go to your head.
And you find this sexy, Phénix?
There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up.
Sounds like an angel.
Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth! Oh, what will you do now?
Stop getting me to come back when I'm leaving.
Oh, you're there.
Oh, he's back again.
Well, whatever you do, just remember.
Whatever you do, just remember that what happened in this trial can either make or break you as a prosecutor. Slap. In the end, it's up to you.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
In the end,
I know.
The love you take is equal to the love you make.
It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be for waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
Farewell, my angel.
You let him walk away, Phoenix? That was your chance.
Well, I also gotta be getting back to jail, or.
Okay, well, I'll come visit you.
In jail, yeah.
And Empress, you deserve that.
Yeah, it seems that we both still have a lot to learn, and I'll learn it in jail. Here, this is a little something for you. I mean, I don't know where the hell I got it from over the past 2 years.
Scientific investigation. Does this have a secret piece of evidence concealed inside it too?
Of course it does, for the other murder that I did. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, Ice. I will.
Oh, God, there's that smile. God.
I'm going to close my eyes. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, well, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
Hey, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, Detective?
There's, just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. I don't know if you know how jail works.
But, we said that, and that's on you, pal. Like, you brought her out of jail.
She does have a point. Look, I thought you said it was okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it might be okay with me, but those funny little fellas with the uniforms on at the prison, they're a different story.
Huh? Funny little people?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. I'm a policeman. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Is that legal, or, huh?
I have no idea.
Way to go, Detective. I knew you had a wild side and a disregard for the law.
Yeah. Oh, well. You see, Mr. Right here is the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh? Huh? Well, hang on, what?
What? You don't think I could afford that on my salary? That was thousands and thousands of dollars, or yen, or wherever the hell we are. You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh? Hey, come true, mate.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You are the best.
The paper trail all leads back to you as well.
Christ, I've got to pay debts. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Have you heard of anxiety?
Hey, since we're all here, why don't we all go together so I can point to Wright and say it was him that did it?
Yeah, great. That's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Phoenix, you can go for a poo when we get there.
Sweet.
This is the part I should have learnt how to do on the emulator, but I don't know.
Can we not finish the game?
I don't know how to do it. I didn't think this would come up. Where's the Y button? The Y button is A. That didn't help.
Hang on, Emma. Just,
You can
we'll
go
get to
now.
where-
It looks like we've got time.
This is the great
We'll wait.
mystery of all.
I can hold
Looks
it in.
like Mr. Wright's got something real potent brewing up inside him.
Yes. I really am
Please.
prairie dogging.
Phoenix, please go. This is disgusting.
That's all right, guys. I can wait. It's fine.
I can smell it.
You're doing a little dance.
I know.
What's this dance?
I'm sorry. I get FOMO quite easily, so I don't want to miss out on anything. Oh, Christ.
We were going to get ice cream on the way over.
Seriously, if no one's taking me back to jail, I really should go back to jail.
I pressed a lot of buttons.
Oh, we got at least we got a solid 5 minutes.
I pressed a lot of buttons at once. None of them are helping.
Lana, you're gonna clean up in jail, Lana. You're gonna clean up.
Oh yeah. So many prison bitches. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Pretty great that we can't finish the game.
I pressed so many buttons.
This has got to be like the last moment, surely.
Yeah, it is. It's literally.
Don't kill me, surely.
It's literally the final thing, and I don't know what I'm doing. This is.
I think
absurd.
we're stuck in lobby 2 forever.
I think you're stuck in lobby 2 forever until.
Can we at least hang out in courtroom number 9? That place is fucking wild.
For God's sake. I'm an
The
idiot.
Welsh Trash Club, room number 9. Did you not hear?
I'm the biggest idiot in the world, and I should have practiced this.
Oh, here, some of them are just piling out of courtroom 9 now.
I got people in to do
Oh,
and shit.
what a great trial that was. Oh.
I've absolutely covered that place in my own piss.
Some blocks on the right hand of the screen.
I'm off for a rizzle.
I think I contracted a rather nasty case of criminal affairs in there.
Nice one, Glenn.
All you can do is strike out to be better.
Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to skip to the plugs. Fuck it.
Absolutely getting. We're going to miss out on the
I
epilogue.
know. I'm so sorry, but I can't get it to.
I've got the lines here.
So have I.
I managed to find a script here. You could...
Again.
There's a script online. I've just had a little look-see.
I can send them. Hang on. We can do all the epilogue lines.
Is everybody eat your play?
All right. I'm going to move to the outro plugs thing so people on the stream can see my face. Hello, I'm the unprofessional idiot who can't seem to work a basic DS emulator when the microphone is involved. That is me. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to La Théâtre de Phénix. Do we have some epilogue lines from our cast of characters?
I am scrolling.
Yeah, 100%. I could do everyone's. Oh, my name is Mr.
It's
Meekin.
right at the bottom.
Ah,
Wait, what were you
I
going to
see.
say?
You know, the guy
Phoenix,
was
were
meant to
you
have a
going
line
to
in
say
the
something
epilogue.
that was...
I think I'm going to say, objection!
Yay! And who's next on the epilogue?
It's Lana. Lana, before you're carted away to jail.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna try and fix my face in prison. I really need to stop that upward, that weird smile. You know.
Looks like you got a dead clam under your tongue. Now that you actually have a line.
I can't.
Right at the
find
bottom.
my own line.
Right at the bottom. Right at the bottom.
This
So
might take me a while, guys.
Yeah, well...
I mean,
Hang on,
Lana told me she arranged for a friend of hers in Europe to take care of Emma. She's a coroner, which makes sense. I think Emma will be pleased. As for her, this affair has pretty much ended her days in the prosecutor's office. Still, she'll manage to find her way back to the field somehow. Then she'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Oh no, it's me. Yikes! I thought I was a goner there for a moment there. And in the end, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation into the chief's office. They said, if we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing. Well, they said it more like, if we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. Just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easily.
You're a terrible cop.
No.
And my face is going to appear as byline comes down.
Yes.
Disappear, rather.
Mike Meekin.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance of me today. I'll show them, though. Someday, I'm going to make detective. Yes, sirree. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
Wait, what?
Bad thing to aspire to be. Jake Marshall.
Oh,
Aim high.
What is it? Hey, can't you see me? I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner. Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. Seeing one of the guards. Well, cowboy, seems like you did it. Even gave Bambina back her smile. You make sure Billy and the gang get their water.
Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The right way lunch. Top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout scene. It's a hot sell around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
Meaningless.
Who else is there? Emma, do you have anything extra?
Yeah, I've got something to say. There's a couple of bits before I go, but the judge has blacked out and is on the ground, so I guess he can't do his bit. I guess, like, Phénix, thanks so much for accompanying me to the airport. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything, like everything that you've done and the fun that we've had. I'm kind of sad about it, but I'll be fine. And whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book or phone the international prison system and try and FaceTime with her or something.
You could really visit me in prison, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm going to be in Europe, so I might not do that.
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, I sometimes do miss hearing Nick and his objections. Still, can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium.
Ryan, the afternoon train is about to begin.
Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
Yay! And that is...
Objection, everyone.
That is the hodgepodge. But that takes us to the end of season 1 of La Théâtre de Phénix. Yay!
What a finale.
What a finale. To be fair, very on brand considering our first ever episode. We had 5 minutes of marred technical issues.
Limping gloriously over the finish line.
Gloriously over the finish line. But thank you, everybody, for who's been tuning in. Thank you to all the people who joined us from Questing Time. So lovely for you to stick around, making some awesome puns in the chat. And thank you for all the bits and things. I've already posted people's social media, but if you can hang on for a couple more minutes, we've got plugs from the cast. So somebody mute the echo.
It's Anna.
It's Anna.
So we have a couple of plugs. Scott, who played our amazing Phénix, has nothing to plug.
Absolutely fuck all. My plugs is everyone else's plugs.
Tom...
And also, here's Jazz for asking us to play. It's been a lot of fun.
No worries. Tom Tuck had to step away, our wonderful judge, but please donate to Tom Tuck's Ko-Fi or Coffee. Still haven't worked out how that's pronounced. He's a super talented dude. David, our wonderful Gumshoe.
Hey, check out. We don't actually have anything running at the moment, but some friends of mine and myself have created an online immersive theatre company, which doesn't solely do immersive or interactive productions, but it does stuff. It is called Control Alt Repeat. Please look them up. You can look up reviews for Sherlock Holmes in the Symmetric Mail Shot for like how good it was, and keep an eye out for stuff in the future, as well as keep an eye on Adventurers Wanted, which like I think 90% of the cast are involved with in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Definitely worth checking out. I'll be appearing on the Adventurers Wanted stream this Tuesday. Next Tuesday. When is it, Hannah?
And you can follow the
next Tuesday.
You can follow the Adventurers Wanted Twitter. The Adventurers Wanted Twitter. The Adventurers Wanted Twitch link is in the chat.
You should do that.
And
once again, thank you, Chaz. Thank you, Chaz, for getting us involved.
Our wonderful Damon Gant, Richard Sandling, got a lot of cool shit to plug. Go for it.
Oh, thank you, Chaz. When I was first asked to portray Damon Gant, it was such a wonderful opportunity that one doesn't come along very often. I'm just delightful to be able to seize it with both hands. Thank you. I have a thing. You can see Richard Sandling's Perfect Movie, which I live stream every Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Facebook. This Saturday is Howard Reed, and then coming up in the future we've got Phil Nichol, Granier Maguire. We've got Katie Pritchard's back, and all sorts of people. It's going to be great. I've also made a film in lockdown. It's called Phase. Check it out. I will probably be crowdfunding it at some point, so follow me and keep an eye out on it. If you follow me on squat_Betty on Twitter, you can find out all about everything I'm doing and all my other projects. Or Google Richard Sanding. I'm the only one. Thank you very much, and keep supporting this wonderful bonkers endeavour for future things.
Had only had a brief couple of lines, but we've got to give a shout out to all of our amazing cast. Hannah Raymond Cox coming in at the end as Angel Star, and a little bit of Maya Fey.
Hey, yes. Thank you so much for having me back, Chaz. And I loved doing this project in lockdown. The only thing I can really plug is, of course, Adventurers Wanted. We are on the first Tuesday of every month. So I don't know if that's next week. I think it might be the week after next. And you can find past streams at Adventurers250 and find us on Twitter. And I also do TTRPG stuff in general. So if you want a person to edit or just cast a critical eye over that, I'm your gal.
Awesome. A big shout out. None of this would have been possible without Emma Sky and her scientific investigation. Rosanna, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, baby. We follow at Airlock Theatre on Twitter. If you want to,
Airlock Theatre spelled the fancy way with RE or ER.
RE, darling. Just RE. There's only one way. And we are creating a new musical called Lesbian Space Crime that is now fully in the works. And we've also just been commissioned to do some queer gameplay theatre for the place in Bedford next year. So we've got like bits and pieces coming up, stuff that we want to play test. If that sounds like the sort of shit that you care about, then give us a follow and get in touch, and we can hopefully test some stuff out with you.
That's awesome. And then, of course, Where is Ever Sky Without Alana Sky? The wonderful Anna Dubrucki coming in there at the end to do a lot of sisterly dialogue. Very soap opera level.
I mean, I have to thank Rosanna for standing in for most of the times when I haven't been here to do it. So I kind of like want to double down with a lot of her plugs. But equally, myself and David are doing something with The Adventure is Real for Agent Venture on Design My Night. It's an immersive kind of like theatre game in which myself and David do multiple other voices other than the ones that you've just heard. So give it a look on Design My Night.
And then another brief appearance from Mike Meekins, wonderfully played by Robbie Curran. Robbie, do you have any plugs?
Screechingly played by Robbie Curran.
Screechingly played by Robbie Curran.
Yeah, throat hurts. No, little plug. If you like new writing from up and coming autistic or neurodiverse artists, then you might like Neuro Spectacular. It's a collective of writers, performers, poets, even dancers, all sorts, which we were going to create some kind of theatre project pre-lockdown, but we've made something since the world turned upside down online. We've just got a series of little shorts online. I've done one, 3 others have done one. We've got one coming out, and a new one coming out every week. So you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Neurospectacular. So you go.
Excellent. And then, as Jake Marshall, our cowboy in chief, Miles Hurley. Miles, do you have any plugs?
I don't have any plugs. Double up on everybody else's plugs.
Awesome. Well, in that case, there's just a few things that I'd like to plug. First of all, as I said, I posted all of the social media for the cast. If you're on Twitter, please give them a follow. Give them the shout outs they deserve. They're all talented people making wonderful things, and yet somehow found the time to appear in this absurd thing. The other thing is, you are watching this on my Twitch channel. Currently, I'm doing 3 streams a week, including this one. There's Theatre de Phénix at 7:30 on Wednesdays. There is Hopoko Quiz, which is a online pub quiz, very, very low stakes thing. That's 8 p.m. on Saturdays. And on Monday afternoons, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we have Poker Mondays. And that's not me playing poker, that's me playing Pokemon Heart Gold. Whilst I put on some lo-fi hip-hop in the background and have the microphone so close to my face, I can speak very quietly. It is a very chilled out 2 hours. It is so chilled out that I had to end this week's stream 10 minutes early so I could have a nap. That's how chilled out it was. So if you'd like a chilled out afternoon stream, please do that. But if you're curious about anything that's going on in this channel, much appreciated if you throw a follow my way. If you've got a free sub from your Twitch Prime. Always appreciated, but I'm not going to pressure you into doing that. The one thing I will ask you to do, finally, is we're just about to end the stream, but before the stream ends, you are going to see the Season 1 credits. You're going to see all of the amazing people who have appeared in 17 weeks worth of Season 1 of La Théâtre de Phénix. Next week, we're going to have a week off. And then the week after that, we will be starting Game 2, also known as Season 2 of La Théâtre de Phénix, where we'll be doing Phoenix Wright 2 and Justice for All. So there's a casting call out for that already. We're going to see how many people we can acquire before next week. But thank you again. So wonderful to see people in the chat. I love it when the chat's busy and full of jokes and people realizing that these games are insane. It really means the world to me. So from everyone here, from the company of La Théâtre de Phénix, thank you for watching, and we will see you for Season 2. Goodbye.